What's up viewers, it's Keisar-J here with automation, and today we're going to be making a mid-engine modern day sports car. It's got to be light, it's got to be cheap, maybe 40 to 50 grand ish, and more importantly it's got to be good looking. So yeah, mid transfers, that's going to be more space saving. Double wishbone because that's sporty. We are going to go for a detachable hardtop. We'll go with the styling later. For now, let's do the engine. uh, Make this a V6 aluminium, 3 liters dual overcam, standard aluminium, naturally aspirated because this thing needs to be cheap, unleaded, and regular because this thing also needs to be usable. uh, okay, 228 horsepower, that's not bad for starting. Now of course I'm gonna go back and tune this engine a little more so that I get the ideal power and yeah, make this engine good. Okay, so I tweaked the engine a little more just to make it ever so slightly better. It's making like 266 horsepower and now it revs a bit higher to 7800 RPM. Go with manual six speed manual. I'll mess with the top speed stuff later. Electric LSD. Of course, we got sports tires because that's a requirement in a sports car. Brake airflow up to there. This sport under tray again because this thing is sporty. You know what? We'll keep launch control. Okay, so we already got a bunch of problems going on. Brakes are suffering, my god. Okay, I gotta fix that. There's more weight on the rear, so I'm gonna make the brakes bigger on the rear. Okay, I'll soften up the dampers ever so slightly more. Okay, that's fixed. Okay, brake force also need to be fixed. Okay, that seems to have done it, and the only problems are both the front and rears being a bit wide, but that's not a big problem. That's not a big deal. So now we're gonna move on to the design, and I guess I'm gonna start the time lapse and see you guys here. Alright, viewers, so that's the end of the design time lapse, I guess, and well, I guess I'll see you guys in BeamNG when I try out this thing. Alright, so here it is, the 2020 Tulip Rosa GT. Um, Now, this thing, honestly, this thing turned out better in my head, if I'm honest, because these textures did not export well. Like, especially these light textures, oof, they are way foggier here. But the rest of the car seems to have exported pretty well, and yeah, let's take this thing for a drive around the track. Alright, alright, I scuffed the gears a bit there. Now let's really see how fast this thing goes. Oh, I messed up the gears again. Are you kidding me? Alright, a bit oversteer there. Not too bad. Overall, this thing drives pretty well actually. I quite like this. Alright, 120 miles per hour on the straight. Kick off oversteer. Oh, we spun out. We spun. Well, that was an underwhelming crash. I guess it's time to take this around the track, is it now? Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna start the time travel pretty soon, but before we do, I just want to quickly point out that while I thought that the car exported sort of well, and it did for the most part, it seems that the exhaust didn't really export that well. Like there's only exhaust from one side, and that too it looks unconnected. So here goes nothing. Great start there. Oh, already scuffed the gearbox. This thing's really nice to drive. I like this. Certainly much better than the last vehicle we built, which is the the definition of crap. Alright, brake there. Oh, ran a bit wide there. Kick off oversteer at the exit, no big deal. 180, 190, 200, 210, 220, 230 kilometers per hour, and no, oh, I've scuffed that up. Try again. Alright, first chicane, didn't scuff the gearbox that time. Never mind, spoke too soon. Alright, brake there. I keep scuffing the gearbox. Why do I keep doing that? Alright, here comes the straight again. The true top speed test. Flat round there. And brake. Brake a bit earlier than last time so that we don't overcook it. Kick off oversteer at the exit, no big deal. And brake for the tight chicane. Good noise. Oh, we've scuffed the gearbox again. And now here we come into the penultimate corner, I guess. A bit slow through there and overshot it ever so slightly on this corner. And we go to the finish. And crash. Oh, 2 minute 19.659. So I guess that is it for this little thing. I really enjoyed making and building this, making this and driving this car, and I hope you guys also enjoyed this video too. If you did, then I suggest you go check out my other videos and make sure to like and subscribe. See ya.